Math teachers. This is your first unit of study, beginning geometry and numeracy to 5. Previously, it was only on numeracy to 5, but based on input and feedback from your colleagues, we've added 2 weeks of two-dimensional geometry to start the year. So the students will be able to classify shapes and identify them. They'll be able to count and read and write numbers to 5 and begin to learn about joining and separating. The sections of the unit consideration on the unit curriculum document in Google correspond to the weeks in the weekly scope and sequence. So the first week, the topics include sorting and naming 2D shapes and attributes of 2D shapes, and you'll see the same thing on our curriculum document. This is information for you, and then when we get to stage 2, that is the assessment part. How will we know if the students understand? So there's a short video, name that shape, and then the next section includes some tasks as an example from exemplars. The counting corners task looks like this. You can record your voice reading the task. You can read it aloud to your students. You can demonstrate it for your students. And then when you log into exemplars, you'll be able to see possible solutions and student work samples. And don't forget, exemplars are also available in Spanish. For prerequisite skills and understandings for this unit, it's really about those early numeracy skills, like can they show you on their fingers how old they are? While they're engaging in play and interacting with each other, can they decide who has more and are there enough? When you design the learning experiences, the sample learning experiences are, again, aligned to the weekly scope and sequence. These videos on multiple means of action and expression and multiple means of engagement are for you as an educator. This is what those videos look like, and it's me talking to you, showing you some examples about how to use high-quality instruction methods as you design learning experiences for your kids in this unit. There are also some learning experiences like this. This Shapes for Sorting Keynote activity has the shapes already created for you so the students can drag and sort and organize these shapes. These animal number cards are designed so that the students can use one-to-one correspondence and connect those numbers to the written numerals. Late in the unit, when the students are joining and separating, this magnetic poetry activity has them using images, audio recordings, and even a photo scavenger hunt to create their own. And then dragging these magnets up to create their own number sentences. So your task is to prepare for those first 2 weeks by finding materials to sort and name 2D shapes and consider the attributes of the 2D shapes. So don't forget that we want to think about triangles that are regular, like this one, where all 3 sides are the same or equilateral, as well as irregular. We want to think about rectangles with various ratios. You may need to cut some out of paper or find some pattern blocks or attribute blocks so the students can sort, maybe consider some real life objects. But your task is to find those materials and organize them for the first 2 weeks so that your students have a variety of shapes to begin to interact with.